Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Truth Be Told. Let's get started. Let's see what's happening. Let's get a good shuffle in. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to go around the world from Aries to Pisces. We're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle after each sign. And then at the end, a karma card for the collective. So stick around. Thank you, time stampers. Let's get going. Aries. Aries, what is it that Spirit is calling you? Spirit's calling you to drop all of the burdens, right? I feel like literally some exhaustion, right? Physical exhaustion. We're talking back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, even to the point where neck pain. This is a call to look at, are you working too hard? Are you dealing with, you're dealing with others in a way that you're carrying their pain? Some of you are carrying the burden of, others' energy, and it's lingering. So be mindful of that. Don't allow others to linger into your energetic field. Spirit's also a call to attention of your funds, right? Are you saving? Are you not as, which I love, you're not as attached to the whole concept of, time is money, and it's not like you're not working hard, because you are, no doubt, but you're also letting things unfold according to plan. Your angels are all around you. They have your back. Some of you are listening to music that's the trumpet. Some of you want to dance. You feel like, in order to get rid of some of the burden, it's kind of like, let me listen to music. It soothes my soul. It makes me feel better. I feel that with the sun and the moon here, I do feel that your innate abilities are being seen now, whereas maybe they weren't. You're at peace. You're getting there if you're not there yet, in terms of being at peace and not allowing anything to affect you. Speaking up for yourself. Some of you play the flute, the trumpet. I heard harmonica. Some of you have definitely earned your wings, or you're getting ready to earn your wings to fly. If someone comes back wanting a second chance, or you do, I think you may want to reconsider. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck on that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that has left your environment, right? This is like the swan. She has a lot of lessons. She has left in peace. You've made peace with someone. You've learned your lessons. If you're dealing with literally a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, then you know that, this was probably for the best. But if someone's coming back, or you want to go back, because they're both coming together, right? I feel like you really need to go with what your heart tells you. Sorry. Oh my God, look at this. It just flipped. I want you. Someone comes back and says they want you. Someone comes back to say, I want you for who you are, not for what I thought you were. I feel like I hear that song, right? I Want You to Want Me by Journey. You know, that's what I feel like. I'm not going to tell you what to do. We have free will. Okay, let's get a shuffle in and go to Taurus. Taurus. Wow, beautiful. Family issues. Look at this card came out again, so I'm going to take an extra. Okay, Taurus, you could be dealing on you could be an Aries, Aries, Taurus, cusper, or dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? In the family. All right, someone is emotionally draining you. Why? Is this family stress? The stress of the family. And I'm telling you what I feel, Taurus, people are wanting and vying for your money. It's like, oh my God, you know, your family's saying, I need extra money for this and that. And it's like emotionally draining you. If it's not family, then it is the house. Like, you know, drain. Something with your drains. The drains are clogged. You need to change your pipes. Maybe you're going from PVC to copper. Maybe you're building a home and you're like, wow, you know, I need to really like let go of thinking I'm going to be on budget when I'm not. And it's draining, right? I mean, come on. I feel you're being really assertive in looking at everything that needs tending to in the house. So if it's not the family members, it is those little panes of a roof, the drains, the pipes, you know, it could even be something having to do with water, like a water leakage. Like you live by water and, you know, unbeknownst to you, you have like extra water coming in and out of your home. And it's costing you money, and it's not a lot of money, but it's adding up to be. Some of you see ducks, swans. Some of you are dealing with, you know, family, sisters, sister-in-laws, aunts. Maybe it's a family gathering, right? And you're hosting it. I don't know who this, let me look at the bottom real quick, who that Aries is. Leo, Sag. Okay. I felt, what's the word? A little slighted with this Leo, Aries, Sag. I feel a little like they don't really tell you how they truly feel about, you know, maybe you're successful and they have this edge of, you know, pretending that they're happy for you, but they're really not. So Taurus, be mindful of that. Maybe some family members are like, wow, Taurus is always, you know, abundantly creating, you're evolving, you're, you know, and someone like may not have your back or your best interests. They pretend to. If you see bluebirds or blue jays, speak up for yourself with your family. You need to speak up. You need to tell people, listen, I'm doing the best I can. I can only help you so much. You know, you need to make sure that you set some boundaries with some people here. I remember every detail of that day. Someone is like, you know, the elephant in the room that remembers what was exactly said. And on this day, this is exactly what you said. You said you would help me, and now you're reneging or something of that nature. And it's draining. Maybe it's a significant other, a spouse, you know, that some conversation you had and someone kept promises or has and is not keeping their promise. That's massive. If someone has walked away out of your life, you're literally questioning why. Some of you don't know why they left. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. I felt a little like he's the only king in this deck that does not have a crown. Be mindful of that. He hasn't earned it yet. Okay, Gemini. Okay, we're going to take the cards that just like literally flipped. Because this just was like, what? Okay, this card is for Gemini. This is like someone's going to come in, Gemini, and tell you something that's going to totally change your perspective of the situation. Look at that. You're going to see something from a whole different way. If it's not someone coming in or you're going to tell someone, this is the perspective, this is how I see it. This is how this is how I see it. This is how I know it to be. And, or it's you basically internally changing your mind about something. Like what you do, maybe you're changing the whole dynamic of what you do for a living. Maybe you're thinking or recreating yourself, like literally changing your whole entire identity. The way you, from the way you think, the way you look, the way you observe others and what they tell you or say to you, and then you put your own like spin on it, meaning whatever you believe in is what you're going to go by. For some of you, you're on the defense about what people tell you and what to believe. Because you've done the work on yourself, right? I mean, I'm going to say it. You've climbed Mount Everest. I'm not saying literally. You have climbed. You are climbing, or you have already climbed to a plateau where now the world is your oyster. You're not attached to, this is part of higher consciousness where you learn to accept and value what you have in your life, even though it's, for some, it may be like turned upside down, right? But you value what you know to be true, and you don't necessarily listen to others. I feel like you're totally listening to yourself because you know that you have gained a lot of higher consciousness. You've worked hard for it. Some of you are changing everything about your work sector, what you're doing for a living. You may put a certain spin on it. You may add something to it that is going to unfold beautifully for you. And I don't feel that you're doing it just because you want the money. I feel like you're doing it because you know this is your calling. You're being called. to take, for some, to take more risks, but for others, to take a risk on what you do for a living or change it up. Go look for something that's totally out of your, like, you know, out of your character, right? You know, if you're looking for a job, you know, oh my God, well, I think I'll go, you know, mix some drinks, right? Or I'll go change what I do. I think you're really reinventing yourself. I really do. And that's beautiful. You're still on guard, definitely. You're not sharing all of your knowledge with anyone. It's just not going to happen. You're keeping it to yourself as well. Where you've been and how far you've come. I couldn't let you get close to me. Okay, so it's either you or someone else that was unable to let someone in. Why? Is it because you didn't trust them? Is it because maybe they lied to you? Is it because it's just part of your persona? I want one more for Gemini on I couldn't let you get close to me. Let's just get another one. I regret lying to you. There you go. That's why. That's exactly what happened. Someone lied to you and it changed your whole outlook. Because how can you trust after that, right? It takes a lot to regroup and find trust in another. So that's probably why that's you saying, I couldn't let you get close to me. Because someone lied to you. Okay. Cancers. Let me get a couple shuffles here because that hangman is coming out a lot. And I get an extra card just to ensure that we're on the right page. All right, Cancers. Cancer, look, oh my God, look at this. Are you kidding me right now? All right, change your perspective. Stop going back. Stop going back. It's draining you. Stop going back. Yep. Sorry, Cancer. I mean, seriously, let bygones be bygones. If someone's saying, I'm coming back, I changed my perspective, I changed the way I am, I've been working hard on myself, don't go back. There's a reason why we look back. We look back so that we can gain more insight. And change the dynamic of the situation that blew up already, right? That has totally left us drained. And this is physical, like your legs are hurting. Your legs are hurting. Your back hurts. Your shoulders hurt. Some of you are workers. Some of you, work on the line, or, you're doing, some of you do hard labor, right? And it's not easy on the body. So Spirit's saying it's time to don't go back if it's a job. Don't go back to a job that is hard labor, physical labor. Go back to a job, if you are going to go back, it's to a job that is going to lead you to greener pastures. And honestly, Cancers, why would anyone want to go back to get things blown up out of proportion, they're saying. Things got blown up out of proportion. I feel someone's been trying to really You know, this is my hold on loosely card. You got to hold on loosely. And if that's money, then hold on loosely. If you've had a couple of bouts of holy shits, you know, just hold on loosely. Gain your strength, regain your strength. And then follow the light of a new day and follow what it is that, you know, your intuition, your feminine side. Some of you are looking at land or property or moving where there is a lot of land and there's evergreens and it's beautiful. You know, you're on a new path. We have 9 of Wands and 8 of Cups. You know what I mean? So emotionally and physically, it's time to move on without question. If someone's trying to come back, I'm telling you, Cancer, really rethink it. All right, Cancers. I feel you even though we're apart. One more. I bury myself in work to forget you. Okay, so someone obviously has left. Some of you, someone's left you hanging. Some of you are left hanging, not knowing, for some, not knowing why. Not knowing if you're ever going to see him again. Burying yourself in work is exhausting. And no, it's not easy to forget someone, right? Why do we need to forget someone? It's not like we're gonna forget. If something happened that you're trying to forget about it, you should look deeper into why it is that you want to forget. Instead of, you know, maybe changing your perspective about a situation that blew up or whatever blew up, it's already happened, right? I think you need to change your perspective on wanting to forget and maybe go deeper and kind of figure out what is it that has drawn you to a place where you want to avoid it. I feel like it's, for some of you, Cancers, you guys want to avoid a situation that I feel is staring at you in your face, that is actually good for you to go deeper, go deeper down that road of why it is you want to forget certain stuff that's happened already. I think you're gonna find some deep answers hidden within yourself. Is that what you typically do? Try and forget. Instead, do the opposite. Try to go deeper into your psyche and your perception of what has happened. And look within. Okay, Leo. Oh, look, it just came right out. Leo. Strength, being the strength of the family. I heard that immediately. You're the strength of the family, of what the kids come to you. The kids come to you. They respect you. If it's your kids, if grandchildren, whatever. They come to you for the strength. Some kids are younger. They're like in their, you know, they're 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 even, and they're transforming and they're coming to you for the strength of you know, they're changing. Their bodies are changing. They're coming to you for help in that, to give them strength and courage to go through, like, okay, sorry, but I'm going to get, you know, very personal here, but, you know, the girls that are 14, they're getting their periods, their hormones are getting crazy, and that's what's happening. So you are the one to instill, you know, a really good mentoring, if you will, for children. For some of you, as a kid, you wished upon a star, right? Some of you wished upon a star to have kids, but others of you, it's not necessarily your kids, but you wished upon a star for a soulmate or someone who would be a soul connect to you. And that could easily be coming in the month of November or even into December. You could have met someone in October as well. I feel all the planets, the planets are aligning for you to get exactly what you want. The wheel's going to turn, and you're going to see what an impact you make on children. It's really massive. Some of you, it's not just the strength, your strength and courage, but it's also the way you're playful with kids, the way that you create like ideas to do with kids. You know, maybe you do like spa day. I used to do that with my daughter. I love that. Spa day Sunday. You know, going to the park, having fun, going for ice cream, going to the movies, that kind of thing. You're really a part of children's lives. And you're seen. You're not only seen, Leo, but you're heard. You are definitely an inspiration for so many. For so many. That's really beautiful. Wow, this is beautiful. Some of you love sunflowers, and you're seeing butterflies. And if you are seeing monkeys, lions, and or rabbits, and horses, you have the freedom, literally, to do whatever it is you want in life, Leo. And kids look up to you. I'm starting to understand our connection. Look at that. You may be told that from kids, in the way that kids are going to talk, not like this card. I'm starting to understand our connection. Doesn't mean it's not kids play. That's what a child is going to say to you, but not maybe with words, maybe love, right? With love. If it is a soul connect or whatever, someone is going to say, even if you're with an ex or a BFF or a bestie who's a masculine, I think you're definitely being told what importance that you bring to others, how you are seen by others. You're going to get that. You're going to be told that by adults, say. But if it's the kids, it's going to be like, oh my God, you know, let's go do stuff together. And that will show you how they respect and love you through that, in that way. I like that. That's really beautiful. Wow. Leos, that's a beautiful read. Maybe some of you who never had kids, right? Some of you may never have had children, chose not to or couldn't, but you have grandkids or you have you know, nieces and nephews that you spend quality time with, and they love you. They look up to you as a mother and or a father. It's beautiful. You're an excellent mentor, and you're seen as such. Okay, Virgo. Okay, so this came out. Virgo, you're in the limelight. We're going to take them all. Oh my God, but something's not happening here. All right, you're fighting. Okay, Virgo, you're in the limelight doing your thing, but you're in a group of people that, well, some of you are dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which you've been dealing with for a while, right? And people are, I think that you're really upset about what others are, like, they're seeing you maybe with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and your group, say, aren't happy about it. They don't agree with it. They feel maybe you feel like you have competition with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some messages are going to be coming in, or you're going to tell someone, you know, am I like your only one, or are you looking for others? Maybe I mean, seriously, I feel this immensely, that you're worried someone else is finding others to go dating on. You know, they're dating other people. You don't like it. You're hearing about it. Maybe you're hearing about it from a group of friends that you hang with, that someone's dating, someone's happy, and that doesn't make you happy. Because she's got her back toward you. It's almost as though she left to go find what it is that she rightfully deserves. Let's look at the bottom. And you're going within. You got clarity about a situation with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like, you need to do your own thing. You've seen this relationship. If this is a relationship, Virgo, with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you've seen what you needed to see to be very clear about the future of this relationship, the communication or action that's being taken by you and or someone else is giving you, you know, it's giving you it's rough. Maybe this is an ex. Maybe this is someone whom you used to date, you know, 8 years, up to 8 years or something like that. And now the whole scheme and dynamic of this relationship has changed, and it's not making you happy. You're hearing through your group of friends, and maybe they saw someone out with someone else, and they called you or wrote you, texted you, whatever, and told you. Maybe you feel, Virgo, that you can't compete. I also feel like you've learned a lot, but the highlight here is this snake. I feel like you are trying to protect a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio from getting hurt. Or you've been hurt and you've learned a lot through the years. But I don't think you can change this. I think this has to run its course. And this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio just wants to do their thing. And it doesn't make you happy. I left when I saw you with someone. There it is. That's what happened. if you didn't literally see, sorry, if you literally, I feel that's how you felt. Like, I can't even talk. Someone either told you, texted you, or you saw your ex-girlfriend, your ex-lover, your whatever. You saw her with someone else. Dating, you know, like literally dating now. And that makes you very unhappy. And I feel like who they're dating, if you don't know them, I feel that they're, you know, you feel like they're, you know, after one thing, they're snakes. They're not going to be true blue or whatever. Let's get one more for Virgo. I'm afraid to contact you. So it's like, I don't know if it's necessarily a fear of contacting that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think, Virgo, that it's more like, I don't want to deal. I don't want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Literally. I don't want to hear that someone's happy without me. That's how you feel, Virgo. And now you see someone, or on their Facebook page, or you have gotten word from the group that you hang with that someone's with is dating someone else. So what do you do about it? Well, there's not much you can do about it. You just have to let it run its course, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. With, maybe it's time to move on. I don't know. Depends. I feel like you're not happy about it, though, for the time being. Libra. Libra. Okay, we have so many cards here. We'll take them. They're not that bad. It's not that bad. Libra. Wow, look at this. Ooh. Okay, so I feel like you're doing your own thing. You're hanging out with your family. You're focusing and really being part of the dynamic of family, you know, being really important to you, etc. But I also feel like unbeknownst to you, someone's got their eye on you. Someone's looking into what you do on social media. They're checking you out. They're getting insight as to what makes you tick. They're contemplating how to approach you, address you. They feel very connected to you. It's kind of like someone that you're going to be meeting, if you haven't already, is someone feels like you used to know. It's like, it feels like home. It feels like an ex. Not necessarily, for some, it could be an ex coming back, but I also feel like this is someone that you feel like reignite of a new warrior, a new passion for someone that's been eyeing you, checking you out on social media. I feel if you are, I don't know if you're on a dating site, I don't feel that as much as someone who has gained a lot of insight and wisdom throughout the years has been, you know, checking you out, maybe asking about you, looking on your, like I said, looking on your platforms. They see you very connected. If it's not connected to family, I feel like you may be talking to your siblings or what have you about someone that you just meet, that you're interested in. Look, this could be someone who if it's not, I don't feel this is kids. I feel this is someone who you truly connect with here. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It's like having it all. Someone who wants to commit, who wants to get into a serious relationship. Wow. Someone could live by water or want to go by water. Eating healthy, eating greens, being more cognizant of eating healthy, drinking water. I think some of you have had someone who's been really contemplating, how do I get in touch? How do I get in touch? Some of you have cats, or you're very intuitive. I have Virgo here. I have other signs as well. We have air, earth, and water. Sunflowers, butterflies, even little mice, right? How cute is that? Ducks. Someone has cats and or is really intuitive. Like the Virgo's probably really intuitive and is curious. I feel like this is, okay, so, all right. I don't like this saying curiosity killed the cat, but I feel someone's curious and has been watching you and or inquiring. Inquiring minds are wanting to know if you have someone, if you're already paired with someone, how you're feeling. I regret lying to you. Wow. I think Aries had that. Or was it Gemini? Could be Gemini, because Gemini's here. Someone regrets lying to you and, now is curious about whether you have moved on. I hide behind material things. So some of you have you have toys. Everyone has toys, right? I also feel like this could feasibly be you getting, Libra. We like our beautiful things, don't we? Right? Our nice home. We like everything just right. So someone lied. It could be this person. I'm not sure. You may be contemplating, they're going to have a conversation with you, and I really feel that maybe you need to do your homework. Why did they lie? What did they lie about? You know what I mean? Is it a soulmate? Is it a past relationship that now they had time to, really go within, obviously. Emotionally, mentally, it's a very passionate, romantic relationship that has been gone. I don't know if you can release, Libra, someone lying to you, and or did that happen to you? And that tells the story of why all these cards came out. Here's the lie, right? It's right there. Someone couldn't tell you maybe the truth of, I don't know. A lie is a lie, no matter what. Whether it's a white lie, whether it's skirting around the bush to not hurt someone's feelings, it's better to just, right? The truth hurts. The truth sets us free. So all that is something that you may want to be thinking about. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, these just came out. Look at how they're just falling out. There's a fallout. Something happened, there was a falling out. Scorpio. You had a falling out with people who you no longer are talking to, right? And maybe out of the 5 people that you're no longer talking to, you know, you're entertaining maybe 3 of them for whatever reason. It could be in business. So it's kind of like maybe for some of you, you can't get away from all of these people, but out of the 5, 3 remain, maybe, you know, true to what it is that you believe in. You've taken your power back, and or you have Aries in your chart, and or you're dealing with an Aries. But I feel this is you. I feel you've taken your power back, and you're not going to entertain people who are negative, who think negatively, who talk negatively, who lie, cheat, steal. I mean, we're not dealing with it. It's just not happening. If you're really putting all your time and effort into work, maybe it's time to recalibrate your schedule. Like, look at what you spend your time doing, who you spend your time with, and why. If you did have, you know, a fight, a blowout, whatever, those people are now, it's like, we're done. Now, this could be communication. Someone, you or someone else, may be wanting to communicate with you, text you, whatever, DM you, like what you've been doing, what, you know, what's going on. It could be a father or a father figure. Maybe your father lives at a distance. Maybe this is someone who is, you know, a father on the other side, or a father at a distance who's inquiring about how you're doing. At work, it's a work question, or it's a work inquiry. You've had time to think and rethink and overthink about what it is that either you're doing for work, or what is it that drives you in a very passionately, right? And I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about, you know, what makes you happy? Where, what, where, and who? What, where, and who? The Trinity, right? I should say who, what, and where. Makes you happy. Where is it written? Maybe some of you are getting ready to take a trip, a long distance trip, to regroup, to refresh. Some of you are dealing with father issues. It's kind of like you're the child, right? This is a father-son dynamic, right? Maybe this is, you know, it's kind of like this, wow, I feel like my dad used to feel, working so hard and trying to get something going. Some of you are spending money on not only traveling, but maybe buying property. Okay, so I don't like the fact, and I'm glad that it happened. I'm going to say it. I feel like if you're doing something, what you're investing your time with, whom you're investing your time with, are they good for you? And look, Scorpio, your card's reversed. Did the 3 people that stayed or walked away, I just lost my voice for a second, people that you're not talking to, are those people the ones that should have been cut off? Or are you dealing with people that now that you're saying, wow, I kind of changed my mind. I kind of am recalculating what has happened. And I feel like people that are taking advantage of me, people tell me things I want to hear or vice versa. And I think you need answers. Some of you need answers to those questions. Some of you are still dealing with shady people that do shady things. Right? Behind the scenes. Right? Behind the scenes. What's happening behind the scenes? I replay our conversations over and over again, and that's the 5 of Swords reversed. That could be, you know, the conversations that were said. But did you and or someone, right? Did you and or someone like overcommit and really had no intentions? Because this is trying to outfox someone. Like, where's the pain? Is the pain from a father figure, or are you the father figure, or is the pain coming from your childhood? And now it's like you're the son and you're ending up in a position of power, but alone. I want you. Someone else that had I want you. Anyway, the point is, have you crossed that bridge to a place where you realize what really matters, what is really what values you place on yourself and others, and how you've handled situations, and how others promised, or you have promised more than you can deliver. There's no cups here. So I do want to ask you how you're feeling, because all you're doing is replaying the same convos over and over again, but those conversations did not lead to the outcome that you and or someone else wanted to cross that bridge together with. I feel someone couldn't go the distance. I really do. I feel that this is all about, it looks good, the promises that were made, but to no avail. That's how I feel. Oh, look, I'm like, look, all right? You know, we have to, when you look back and you start reassessing those convos, some of these truths set someone free. And that freedom is called the truth sets you free. Meaning someone could not commit to you know, to the whole package. It's not like maybe you didn't want to or someone else didn't want to. I just don't think that it's emotionally possible. There are other factors involved there for sure. Okay. Saggies. Saggies. Mother figure. Right? Going what? Having a convo. Wow. I think a lot of people need to really start looking at the deep truth of what's going on in their lives, right? And I'm not talking about a bad thing. It's like look in the mirror and really assess what it is that you really want and what sets you free. I mean, okay, so Saggies, the truth sets you free, but you still want to try. You're going to have a convo, Saggies, with a mother figure, the mother of your children, wanting to get back into their good graces so that'll change the dynamic of the pain that you've had, the cutting off of someone cutting you off, right? You want to come back and talk about it and try and maybe get them back, right? Or if it's not getting them back, it's, okay, can we at least have a conversation? Maybe you're going to write to someone. Writing songs. Someone may write you a song or a poem. I feel it's a song. I feel someone's going to write you a song or a poem, or you are. Venus is in Libra right now. So love is on the mind. Big time. And the Strength card. Like you're wishing upon a star for someone not to cut you out. Someone who could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus. Actually, all the signs. Some of you see doves, deer, butterflies, and rabbits. If not, it could be, monkeys and the lion, right? The lion, why am I thinking that lion speaks tonight? I don't know. I feel someone's really taking every ounce of their courage to have a convo with you and or vice versa. You want to have a convo to talk it out with the mother of your children, or what have you. Red hair. Someone has long red hair. Someone's definitely transforming themselves. They're changing. They're not it's not this. All the stars are aligning. Look at the stars here. We have stars, 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 stars. I feel like this was the person you wished for and they came into your life and now they're rocking your world. I lost myself for a little while. Okay, so it's either you or the person you're with, right? They lost themselves. Are you trying to help them regain their identity, their truth? Maybe this Saggies is like, hey, I need to have a convo with you about, think about how we met. Think about what we meant to each other. Think back in time when we both wished for each other to be together. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So I feel it's you or your spouse or an ex saying, I hope you can forgive me. Maybe that's what someone's writing to you, telling you. Maybe that's going to be part of the conversation. Some of you have a spouse that's lost and looking for answers on their own. Sometimes, you know, Saggies, we don't always make the right decisions, but the decisions we make are right at the time that we're making them. And I think that's what's happening now. The angels have your back. And even though the truth has set you free, I feel that you will forgive this person, or they will forgive you. And when people are lost, only they can find themselves. No one else can do it for them. And definitely forgiveness, right? People may be judging. People are judgy. It's just human nature sometimes. Are you judging someone because they're changing and they're not taking you with them? They need their space. They need to find themselves, and you have to allow them to do so, and vice versa. Okay. Capricorn. Capricorn, I just felt that card hanging by a thread. All right, that came out last. So this is like, some of you are exhausted. Some of you are literally exhausted. Emotional and physical exhaustion. Some of you, your knees hurt, you're gardening, you're planting seeds. Someone's looking down in shame for whatever reason. They did something that they are regretful. Someone's feeling ashamed for what they did, what they didn't do, how they felt, or how they didn't feel. Did they stay or did they leave? We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, and Leo, Aries, Sag. We have all the signs when you have the wheel. The wheel, you have this beautiful, like, for some of you, it's time for a break. Some of you, you need a break. You need to like spin the wheel of this globe and just go wherever it takes you. Some of you see ducks, geese, and or seals sealing a deal. Some of you need to go at the distance to seal a deal. You may see rabbits, monkeys, crabs, doggies that are like wolves, right? Someone's barking orders. Someone was barking orders about how you should feel. And you're like, well, wait a second. Who said I need to feel that way? You're gaining your strength. Some of you have been let down in love, emotional letdown and or shame, feeling shameful. But now with the wheel turning, you're going to try again at love, at being in love, having love, and being honest about what it is that you want in love. I feel that some of you really had to sit down with yourselves and be totally honest and upfront about what you're looking for. You're navigating in new waters, in new territory. And I think that it's like, once you get your body and emotions on point, I feel it's like, okay, I'm ready. This wheel's going to turn. I'm ready. I may be a little guarded in love, but I'm ready to give love again. I'm ready to find love. I know what I want. I'm very clear. Someone did cut you out. Someone could have cut you out. Okay, they told you the truth, and it was very shameful, but they did it for the better of, you know, the truth sets you free. It was my fault, but I blamed you. That's where the shame comes in. Absolutely. Someone blamed you for what they were shameful of, or what they couldn't come to grips telling you the truth about. Telling you that they wanted to love you, but they just couldn't. They were not emotionally available. Just being near you is intoxicating. So was it just physical? Or were we looking for, are you looking for just physical? Or are you now understanding the importance of the mind, body, soul connect? That's what you're going for. I feel some of you had it just physical and you thought it was more, or someone else did. We can't start a relationship with just sex. The sex part is great, but where did the emotions come in on? Was someone hiding their true feelings? And then blaming you because they weren't emotionally available, right? But that's not what happened. The truth is that you really did rock their world, but they weren't emotionally available. And Capricorn, it could be you. But I feel it could be a water sign. Well, it could be any sign. So someone being intoxicating is one thing, but the truth of that intoxication has to bear witness to a really deep connection. And I think that's where you're coming to terms with, right? And that's why you couldn't move on in the same direction. Some of you need a time for yourself to get that, to be very clear about what it is you want in a relationship. What's most important, and are you putting your heart into it? Or someone else, okay? Aquarius. Aquarius. This card's been coming out like the whole time. Aquarius, changing your perspective to clarity, to get clarity in love, to give love, to show love. Some of you are transforming. Some of you don't want, maybe you fought it. Some of you might have fought a transformation, or someone's transforming. Could be a Scorpio around you. And you're witnessing someone's whole persona change in the way they think, the way they feel, and how their whole world has turned upside down. This could be you too, Aquarius, but here comes the wheel. See, and there it is, the Seven of Swords, for sure. It's like someone has changed their whole outlook about how they're going to love, who they're going to love. They're going through a rebirth. This is death and rebirth from people, places, and things that have, tried to get one up on you, have told you one thing and, maybe promised you one thing and have done another. I feel you're truly now seeing who your true friends are. If someone came to you with some information, you're like, oh, I don't know, but I do know. I'm going to not listen to what others say. I'm going to do and feel the way I know is best for me. And or you're telling someone this is maybe how someone is transforming. You may be transforming literally mind, body, soul. Mind, body, and soul. That is what a transformation entails when we're going through, our dark night of the soul. When we come to grips with what truths have really happened in our lives and whom we've had, bouts of situations where it wasn't on, we weren't on the up and up, or someone else wasn't. Like, have you been completely truthful with yourself? And I feel your whole world is changing, which is amazing. The Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords lends itself to an Eight of Swords. So, like, don't get so wrapped up in what you think and try to be more in your feels, because this will tend to be self-sabotaging if you think too much or you get into a negative vibe of overthinking, because that can happen. Overthinking brings us to a point of, sabotaging yourself. Okay? You don't want to sabotage yourself, especially with this beautiful wheel. You're transforming completely. You're going to be listening more to what people are saying and or not saying, what they're feeling and or not feeling. You're not going to just hang around people any longer who are just giving you lip service. I heard that. I feel you leaving me behind. Well, here it is. Whatever happened, it's time to really take inventory about what has happened the last maybe 7 months. Be truthful with yourself about how you have shown up. How have you shown up at the party? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Someone saying that could be a Scorpio, could be any sign actually, but someone probably did you a favor because I don't think you were seeing the whole situation, or they were not seeing the whole situation. And it's always hard to let someone go. When the wheel turns, this may happen where someone just, or has already walked out. It's already happened. Let me get one card on the Scorpio death card reverse, please. I feel like you're not completely, you're still going through the dark night of the soul. Yeah, time and patience, for sure. The angels have your back, okay? She's naked for a reason. You're becoming your authentic self. And as hard as it is for some of these people that have left your life, that no longer can be part of your, part of your circle, take time to really assess what truths have happened over the past 7 months. Maybe even up to 7 years. I didn't feel it as much, but the last 7 months, deeply look into what it is and how you've been a part of the transformation. of your own self and or of others. Changing what you feel, changing how you think. It's all about change. And you are changing. Okay, Pisces. It is a beautiful thing, I'm just saying. Pisces, working your ass off, Pisces. Working your ass off, right? Working hard, physically drained. I feel like you've been working really hard at your job. I feel some of you want out of your job, right? And you can't get out yet. I feel you're financially pretty set, right? With what you do. Or if you do want to get out of a very tiring environment and or job, it's time to focus really on the beauty of other opportunities that may be calling you. Maybe it's time to start setting up shop, they're saying. A red-tailed hawk could be your spirit totem animal. When they land near you or by you, or they're always around you, they come literally to you, that's your spirit animal totem. If you're saving money, it's a good time to save. Maybe you're waiting on some other money to come in. Maybe you're just working too hard, or someone is. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here. I feel physical exhaustion, Pisces. You're working your ass off. And I think you just want to leave the job. I do. I feel some of you are retiring, but you need to get your ducks in a row as to like saving your money, putting your money where, it's going to grow. Some of you just want to move on, move out. And I really do feel truly that it's time to take inventory also. I said it to Aquarius, but your inventory is different, Pisces, because you're taking inventory about, okay, what do I see the next 4 to 10 years? What's it gonna look like? And who's gonna have your back? Where are you headed? The long term. I think you're feeling this is a feel of long-term stability. Where do I see myself in the long term? If it's not retirement, it's like, okay, where are you going to put your money somewhere where it's going to grow? That's probably a good idea. It's right here. Taking a certain percentage of your income and investing, reinvesting, collecting dividends. Are you doing that? Or are you worried about the financial sector of your future? You're at the 9, right? And then you have this 8 of Cups, but he's holding that last wand. So for some of you, you're retiring within the next year and looking at where you're headed. If this is a relationship, then a father figure, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, it's been exhausting and they've left, or they're leaving, or maybe they're moving on. Someone's been wanting to move out. Someone could be moving out of the home. And really assessing and reassessing, right? The Four of Swords, right? Someone masculine is thinking about moving out, moving on. Could be Leo, Aries, Sag, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Or Cancer, or I'm sorry, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I want you. Look at that. Now, I'm going to tell you, I want you does have the implication of the physical wanting of another person, but I feel this is someone's leaving because they want someone else. I love you unconditionally. Are you wanting someone unconditionally now, after realizing how much you value someone or valued someone? Is it What is it? What is it? A day late and a dollar short or something like that? Let me get one more for Pisceans. I wonder if you're happy without me. Someone could feasibly be really on their knees saying, oh my God, I've lost someone who I value so much because of whatever happened. I didn't maybe see them as they really were and are. Maybe you perceived someone totally different than who they are, and now they're gone. And you're like, holy shit. And they've moved on, or you have. Right? And now it's like, oh my God, I love you. I didn't value you, and now I see you. I didn't see you then. Now I see you because the circumstances have changed. You know, what is that saying, right? That saying, you don't know what you got until you lose it, until it's gone. It's either you or someone feeling that about you. Okay? Okay. Let's get a collective. What is the collective card for the week? This is the card. It is in Cancer. It's all about our home, our feelings, how we feel, what we want, where we've been, how we intuit situations. Do we use our intuition, or does our logic take precedence over our feelings, and our feelings really should be the defining factors of our lives? We should always go with what our heart wants, right? It's that song, Selena Gomez, right? You know when you know what you want. It is about nurturing. Cancers are nurturers. They feel everything. It is about our home, our livelihood. And what has been is what we look at to feel our way through to what is now. Where we've been, the history of our family, the history of our past relationships, partnerships, friendships, whatever it is. Have we literally looked deeper into how we feel in order for us literally to heal those who have come and gone? What is our inner showing us on the outer? And what is your true attitude and feeling about where you've been and where you're headed? Okay. I send you guys so much love. Take care. And I'm here if you want to talk. Time stampers, thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It does help the channel, and all of us are feeling it. Take care.